Hello everyone, this is Tina from Tia's Treasures, and today I've got a quick unboxing and a quick 3 cards to make using the Pink and MainOctober 2021 card kit. I'm not sure, let's see, the name of it is Rainbows. Well, that's easy. So it comes with this beautiful 5 sheets of glitter paper in the purple, blue, green, a coppery orange, and a red that I'm trying to get my hands on there. And as you can see, they're gorgeous. I normally hoard this type of thing, but I was determined I was going to use them, and so I do. It also comes with 2 sheets of powdered sugar, and every month the card kit comes in this wonderful mesh bag. This month we've got some glitter enamel dots. We've got some sequins, flat back sequins. We also, of course, this is the mesh bag, and I'm pulling out the little piece of flair that comes with the kit every month. It's always a different button. It's usually tied into the kit. So this month came with a rainbow embossing folder that you see here. Let's see, we've got this stencil that you can do the individual rainbow colors with the clouds and some stars. It comes with a 6x6 piece of gold cardstock. Am I going to show that? There we go. And it comes with a 6x6 silver piece. And then we get the stamp set with all these different fun rainbow pieces that you can mix and match, little dashes and leaves and different things. It comes with the dies. You can die cut each piece individual, and a word die that says send and share. It also comes with 24 double-sided pieces of pattern paper. I'm not going to show them to you now. That would take a while. And you get this card that shows you everything that's in the kit along with the color palette. And you can always use this card, this little postcard, as a card. I always save it though so I can tell what's in the kit. For this first card, I've got a piece of, I took the gold paper that came with the kit and I embossed it, and then I took some Simon Hurley inks and that matched the kit colors, and I stamped out this little rainbow, and I used the die to cut little clouds, and I am going to make a fun and easy little card. I really love the way the rainbow embossing folder looks on that gold paper. So these cards, they're pretty quick and fun. So this one, you can make 2 different rainbows with all the stamps that are in the kit. And I end up doing that. Now for the cloud, I use some Distress Oxide to kind of put a little bit around the edges so it's not a stark white. And I'm gluing down everything pretty flat here. I debated popping things up, but in the end I thought, well, let's just kind of do it a little bit flat so it would go through the mail easy. And I missed a little spot with that glue there. So luckily for me, the glue does dry clear, because there are a few times I get it all over my card tonight. I've used the word die, and I stamped out Brighter Days Are Ahead. Oh, wrong one. I stamped out You Are My Rainbow on a Cloudy Day, and I cut that out as well. And now I'm just attaching that gold cardstock to a card base. I believe I cut down the gold card to 4 by 5 1/4. So we've got a little bit of a border going around. And that's going to be it for this card. I didn't feel like it really needed any embellishment because you've got that lovely gold, that gold mirrored cardstock there that really gives it a lot of shine. And so this is card number 1. Now let's see. Moving on. Eventually we will move on. So now for card number 2, this one we take a similar rainbow, only it's got little different design elements in the rainbow. And I've got this lovely piece of the purple glitter cardstock that I'm going to use. Like I said, I normally hoard this stuff, but I'm like, why? If you see in the amount of papers that I'm hoarding, it's like I really got to start using them. So I also have this piece of pattern paper that I cut out, and I love both sides, but I just felt that the flowery side didn't work quite as well with the rainbow. So I used this watercolory background that I glued onto the glitter cardstock, and now I'm just gluing my rainbow. Like you can see, they're both slightly different, and so I'm just going to glue that down flat as well. This, again, I thought about popping it up, but for the ease of mailing and the ease of me not having to wrestle with foam tape, I just glued everything down flat. Now these little clouds, again, I've got them outlined with a little bit of the blue ink. The Distressed Oxide Tumbled Glass ink is all around them. And this card is going to say brighter days are ahead. Now, I just love that glitter. I'm still thinking maybe I should have hoarded all these sheets of paper. Maybe they were too pretty to use. But, if you hoard them, then you're the only one that gets to enjoy them. At least by making a card, you can send it out to somebody else, and you're not the only one enjoying the lovely, lovely cardstock. So I am just decided I was going to glue that right down so it was on the very bottom of the card, and I took another little piece of cardstock to make it even, because the otherwise you would have had a bump going through it. And now for this one, I do decide that I am going to pull in some of the flat sequins. They're like an iridescent clear almost, or kind of like a mirrored sequin, because you can't really see through them. They're like a silver mirror almost. They're really pretty. They don't have the hole in the middle, so they fit on the card really nice. And so I'm just gonna put like, what do I do? 8 sequins across, which isn't an odd number, which, in itself can be a little strange, but I think 3 in both corners and then 2 kind of in the middle by the rainbow. It works out so it doesn't seem like, it still seems like it's an odd number. I know that doesn't make sense. It makes sense in my head though. So there you have it. So I'm gluing these down, and I had my bottle of glue out, and when I had pulled out my metal pin out of my glue, I actually pulled the fine tip out. I couldn't figure out why I kept getting bigger blobs of glue than I wanted until I looked at my metal pin, and my metal pin had the fine tip still on it, the fine tip. So I need a new glue bottle. I've still got like half a bottle of the Art Glitter Glue left, the refill, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. Now for this third card here, I used the dies, and I used every color of the glitter. And at first I thought I was going to just use a black background on a piece of white cardstock. And after I put that down, and you could kind of see the edge going around all the way, I did not like the way that looked. So I came back here just like magic with a black piece of cardstock, and I decided just to use a black cardstock and put a white piece in the inside so you can put your sentiment in. And I glued that on the inside, and I thought I was going to try to tape the card shut, but for whatever reason, after I taped it shut, it wanted to keep popping open on me. You know, that's just the kind of luck I have. Now, at first it stays shut, but not for long. So I decided that I was going to lay out these pieces and try to figure out how I was going to set them down. I just think with the black cardstock, this glittery cardstock just pops, and it just really, it's striking. And as you can see off to the side, I took the gold mirrored cardstock and I cut out the sending cheer sentiment. So I figured the easiest way to do this is to glue them one piece at a time, and then to try to get them all even that way. Now, I'm normally not real comfortable using reverse tweezers because for whatever reason I tend to want to squeeze them when I shouldn't be, because I'm used to, with jewelry making and just stuff, using regular tweezers. But figured no time like the present. We got these tweezers in last month's kit, and I just was determined to make it work. And I honestly, I didn't screw it up for a change. I was able just to hold it without squeezing. So it all worked out in the end. And this is where I'm getting kind of a lot of blobs of glue on my rainbow. And so when it takes a second for me to put it down, that's because I'm blotting it off on a piece of paper. That way I'm not getting glue everywhere. And I think out of all the cardstocks, or the glitter cardstocks, this blue is my favorite. It's just so pretty. You know, I'm used to seeing like the coppery, and I've got, I think, some green glitter in my cards, my stash somewhere. But the blue, it's just, in real life, it's even prettier than what you see on the page. So I'm trying to get my glue unclogged because it's clogging already, and now I'm like taping down my card base again, just to the glass mat this time, because it would not stay shut. And I'm trying to put just little dots of glue all over the place, and they're coming out pretty big. I don't know if you can really tell, but they are some big globs of glue. And even though I thought I did a fairly good job of keeping the glue on the back of the sentiment, it still had come through the front in like by the ease, and I had to end up wiping that off. So I've got that down, and it almost looks like my rainbow's a little crooked, but when I look at the rainbow, it looks straight. And when I look at the sentiment, it looks straight. It's just together they look a little crooked. So it's just, I just think this is a striking card at any rate, but it still needs a little something. So I am going to put some more of those silver mirrored sequins on it. Now I'm trying to decide right now, though, if I want to use the enamel dots, but because the enamel dots, I really like all the colors, and I decide I'm going to kind of hoard them for a little bit, so I end up just using the mirrored sequins. And with these, I put 8 sequins on here too, just kind of scattered throughout the word sending cheer. They go starting in the upper right corner, going to the lower left. Hope I'm not rambling too much here. I tend to do these voiceovers sometimes at night. Maybe I should have a glass of wine. Then we'd really have a voiceover for all time. So anyway, I'm gluing these down, and luckily my glue, I was able to keep teeny weensy little glue dots here so I didn't get too much glue all over the card front. So if you like these cards, please let me know. Let me know which one's your favorite. And if you don't mind my videos too much, go ahead, give them a thumbs up or subscribe. I could use a few more subscribers. I'd like to get up to 300, working my way up. Woot! So I do love this card. Every time I see it, I just think it's so pretty. I might have to cut out a bunch more of that glitter card stock and make a lot more rainbows. So here we are cleaning, and this is card 3, 2, and 1. Let me know which one's your favorite. So, enjoyed having you here. Bye-bye.